ni abot gyud nga nagkasabot nga wa gyud no hard feelings, maayo gyud way kihaay. Maayo ang relasyon nato with EDC. Lastly, our present City Hall, which has gained regional and national recognition for its state-of-the-art facilities, is more than just a mere structure, but rather a tangible testament of good governance, where the general public can transact business and utmost ease and convenience. Kining atong City Hall karon, mga kaigsunan, dili lang ni kay City Hall usay mga anla nagalinig City Mall. Nga naman, daghan dinhi ang mga ni dili lang kay estudyante, hasta ning atong mga bisita sa atong mga kaigsuunang Ormocanon, maapil nila pasuroy dinhi sa atong City Hall. Kining atong City Hall naka-alleviate sad ni siya sa atong pag-edukar sa atong mga katawhan, kay atong pultahan sa ubos automatic naman moabli sa Region 8 murag nauna-una tanan na dinhi, kay tuwa man na sa Cebu ug sa Manila. Dinhi karon sa ato naka-edukar na ta, kay atong una escalator nauna dinhi ang Gaisano sa Ormoc, kay atong unang escalator ibilin para bagidin tao nila ang ilang di na to tinuod na. Pero at least naka-edukar ta. Ang atong mga Ormocanon mungadto karon sa dagkong syudad, moingon na karon ay nalang kukuwata na ay amo ni ana sa Ormoc. So unya kining atong City Hall mga kaigsunan, this worth as mga 380 million. This is 14,800 square meter, almost 1.5 hectare ang floor area, way labot na ng atong garage kada mga parkinganan. Kini moigo ni siya 23,000 pesos plus per square meter. Apil na ang aircon, apil na ang kining mga furnitures, apil na ang atong computerization, apil na ang generator as ang elevator, pero ang elevator pa mataod, pero apil na siya. Kini 380 million lang. Ang Davao o ang Bacolod is 12,000 square meter. Smaller nato, 450. Ang Tagum City, 12,000 square meter. Pag ngadto na mo last year was 720 million pa. Karon 1 billion na wa pa mahuman. Pero gamay-gamay itong ato dinhi. Gamay-gamay itong ila kaysa ato dinhi. So mao ni magkaigsunan, to top it all, ang ato yung dakong ipasigarbo ning atong City Hall kay wa gyud ni utang ang atong City Hall pagini. For effective and good governance to succeed in any administration, it is imperative that each citizenry must be empowered to participate in the decision-making process and be involved in program implementation. Most of the policies we have enforced are influenced by the needs and priorities of the community. Thus, based on these principles, we have pursued the following programs. First is the barangay visitation. One of the most effective means of encouraging participative governance is our weekly Barangay Consultative Assembly aimed at bringing the city government closer to the people. Through this convergence, government's basic services are made available right at the barangay, where we also get valuable inputs and feedback in making decisions and actions. Indeed, if development is to happen at a faster pace, it should begin at the grassroots of barangay level where the people are directly and immediately benefited. Mao ni nga maniguro gyud pangita ang atong syudad ug kwarta kay pag barangay visit daghan kay nang request dito. So mangguro gyud taon ang ginikanan nga makasuporta sa iyang mga anak. Second is the public-private partnership or PPPs. As major stakeholders in development, the private sector is constantly encouraged to be involved in our programs through active representations and membership in organized local councils and committees, as well as be partners in program implementation, giving greater participation and involvement of NGOs, POs, civic or civil organization, business and religious groups in the city's development makes for good governance and better mobilization of external and incremental resources, and ultimately reduce delay and problem in any government undertaking. Third is the City Sisterhood Agreement. To enhance our city's economic opportunities, we recently established international economic partnership with the County of Hawaii. This agreement is intended to strengthen bilateral relations that will redound in bringing mutual benefits to the economies of both cities, particularly in the areas of agriculture, business, education, tourism, and geothermal energy. Kini sila, munganhi ba pud ni sila karong mga late sa March. Munganhi sila, hapon lang nagdawat ko message nila. Unya, mubisita sa ni. Kini, sila gyud ang nag-initiate nga makag-sister city nato. Diin ta nila hikit sa website. Unya gikan dito nagsige sila coordinate through our website hantod na kaistorya mao tong nag-signing mi og sisterhood dito sa Hawaii. So karon dito naman mi sila na sad mungan hipod. We also have the executive legislative cooperation. All of the above mentioned strategies, programs, and activities would not have been possible and successful without the full support and cooperation of our legislative body. The 12 Sangguniang Panglungsod, headed by Honorable Vice Mayor Nepomuceno P. Aparis, and even the previous city councils in my first 2 terms of office have proven that it helps to have a harmonious relationship and good rapport with our legislators. Such executive legislative partnership has gained positive results for a more effective program implementation. The excellent performance of our Sangguniang Panglungsod has also been consistently recognized and cited by regional and national awarding bodies. It is said that any problem that plagues agriculture affects the economy as a whole. In this sense, good governance is a springboard from which true and responsive development emanates as reflected in our programs and accomplishments in the agricultural and fishery sector. As a result, our farmers have evolved from being ordinary to being exceptional, from being dependent to being empowered, and from being simple and becoming visionaries, endowed with an entrepreneurial mindset. Our farmers have also become achievers of their own field of endeavor. Ormoc is very proud to have produced outstanding farmers in integrated and vegetable farming. Just recently, Honorable Alfredo Roble of Barangay Valencia was a National Gawad Saka awardee as outstanding hybrid rice farmer in the country. The city of Ormoc is also one of the recipient LGUs or local government units of the Agri-Pinoy Rice Achiever Awards. Ang ato sa mga technicians, maoni sila. Awardee sa ni. Our farmers now enjoy continuing technical assistance from production to income realization through extensive marketing assistance via market matching and product positioning. We have established the Bagsakan Center and provided a well-ventilated van for their marketing concerns. Our farmers now have the comparative advantage over other farmers in the region because of our support and continued mentioning through trainings, seminars, workshops, and one-on-one coaching by our agricultural extension workers. Our city is committed not only to achieve food security by addressing hunger or poverty concerns, but also to ensure food safety by encouraging farmers to adopt organic farming technology for their production in rice, vegetable, fruits, poultry, and livestock. The following agricultural programs were also implemented to further ensure food sufficiency and stability. The Rice Production Enhancement Program has been one of our flagship programs in agriculture that has resulted to great gains and reap good harvest for our farmers. Despite the withdrawal of the National Hybrid Seed Subsidy Program, the city continued the program by providing technical assistance to the rice farmers. Thus, 40% of our total rice area are still devoted and sustained to hybrid rice production. Increased area of vegetable production program through promotion of communal, backyard, and container vegetable gardening also resulted to reduce food expenses better family income, and healthy lifestyle. Farmers